Identifying lines of symmetry in 77 seconds. Let's go. In this question, guys, we get asked how many lines of symmetry the following shapes have. Now, a line of symmetry is going to be a mirror line. Essentially, it's going to be a line which divides our shape exactly in half, so that if we folded our shape over that line, it would fold exactly onto itself. So let's have a look at each of these shapes here and how many lines of symmetry each of them have. First off, our square, that's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of symmetry. Next up, our rectangle, that's going to have 1, 2 lines of symmetry. Next up, we have our triangle, equilateral triangle, I should say. That's going to have 1, 2, and 3 lines of symmetry. Next up, a rhombus, that's going to have 1, 2 lines of symmetry. And it's worth me quickly mentioning that a rhombus is a little bit tricky because sometimes it doesn't look like these two would be diagonal lines of symmetry, but if you checked it, they actually would be. Next up, a pentagon, that's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lines of symmetry. Next up, our parallelogram. That is actually going to have no lines of symmetry at all. Have a think about that one. And finally, our kite, guys, that's going to have exactly 1 line of symmetry going straight through the middle. Now, of course, when I drew those lines of symmetry on there, they weren't exactly perfect, but I hope you got the gist from what I did.